Hello, and come and have a look with me at this Kia e-Niro 4 Plus. When I was looking for a used EV, I wanted something reliable, good value and easy to live with, which I really think the e-Niro nails it. It's not the flashiest EV on the road, but it's one of those cars that just quietly does everything right. It's comfortable, reliable, has a good range and a premium features, all for a really fair price. I bought this car just over 3 months ago from a carsupermarket.com in Birmingham. I test drove a few e-Niros as well as Tesla Model 3 before, and this particular car felt like the right money for value choice. The car comes in black paint and sensibly sized 17-inch alloy wheels that are the same on all trim levels. You can choose from 4 different trim levels: 2, 3, 4 and 4 Plus. The trim level 2 is the lowest and the trim 4 Plus is the highest spec. Trim 2 comes with 8-inch touchscreen, basic features, and does not support the mobile app, which is the biggest downside. Trim 3 comes with partly cloth seats and a bigger screen and already supports the mobile app. The Trim 4 comes in full vegan leather seats with a 10-inch touchscreen, and Trim 4 Plus also comes in the full vegan leather as well as JBL sound system, sunroof, heated plus ventilated seats in the front. To get the car, I didn't have to go far as I only live about 35 minutes away from Birmingham. I already test driven the car and inspected it a few days prior to collecting it, so I knew exactly what to expect. On the collection day, I drove there in my 14-year-old Vauxhall Insignia, which I part exchanged for a Kia. Upon collection, the car was fully charged as well as washed and ready for me to drive away. Before I collected the car, I downloaded the Kia app and created an account. On the day of collection, I logged in using the profile I already created, so that was a fairly smooth process. Once you're logged in, the car is linked with your phone immediately, which means you get to see the live data of the remaining range, your total driven distance, and similar. You also have an option to preheat or pre-cool the car from your mobile phone, which admittedly is the feature I probably love the most. And if you are coming from a diesel or petrol car and have never driven an EV before, be prepared for a huge difference in power delivery. It's instant and you'll reach 0 to 60 in 7.5 seconds, which, whilst it's not super fast and nowhere near to what you can achieve in Tesla, however, I'm still blown away, and even after 3 months it gives me a smile on my face when I choose the sports mode. WLTP range on a full charge is about 282 miles. I have been driving this car for almost the whole summer and regularly been able to reach 280 miles, which for me is fantastic given it's already used EV. I managed to drive with a fully loaded boot and 4 passengers from Leicester to central London and back without having to stop for charging, and whilst the AC was constantly on, which is exactly why I choose this car over some of its competitors. In colder temperatures, such as we're seeing now, about 10 to 12 degrees, I tend to reach 240 to 150 miles maybe on a full charge, which still suits my needs perfectly well. The interior is in full vegan leather, as I've already mentioned. It's with 10-inch touchscreen and traditional looking dashboard. Call me old, but to me this is again something I still prefer a lot more when compared to having one giant screen as you get in Tesla. Although the infotainment system is slightly outdated already, but it still works perfectly fine, especially with an Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, which you can connect via cable. The rear view camera is fantastic until it starts raining, then it can be a bit blurry and difficult to see through, so you have to rely on your sensors. The boot is somewhat smaller than I was expecting from a car that is classed as an SUV. However, for a family of 3, it is still sufficient enough. There's no trunk or any storage compartment at the front. The car came with a standard charging cable as well as with 3-pin charging cable. I can't comment on the home charger compatibility as I don't have one yet. However, using a standard 7 kilowatt charger, you will need approximately 9 hours to fully charge your car. Whilst using a rapid charger, you will be able to drive away with 80% in approximately 50 minutes, which in a modern EV world is already slow. But since I don't generally drive long distances, apart from a few rare occasions, it is sufficient for my needs. The insurance was surprisingly only £8 more expensive compared to my old diesel, bringing it to just shy of £300 in total, and the road tax is sadly £195 and not zero anymore. Whilst there is no autopilot or any autonomous driving with this car, it does come with an adaptive cruise control, which in my previous car didn't have, and I find it extremely helpful, especially when combined with the lane assist on the motorway. Although the lane assist I tend to switch off on day-to-day driving as it can be a bit irritating and aggressive. My probably favorite are JBL speakers and the subwoofer in the boot that adds to the premium feel when listening to your favorite music. Although the sound system itself is faultless, I can't say the same about the quality standards of the door lining. When I'm listening to music at the higher than normal volume, the main window switch controls on the driver's door rattles almost as it would be loose and not fitted appropriately. The ride feels firm on the 17-inch wheels and the car in general feels solid, and I can honestly say that after 3 months of my ownership, I have not regretted the decision yet. Since this is my first long-form YouTube video, please let me know down in the comments whether you liked it, or alternatively, what could I have done better. See you soon.